better. This time we're not dealing with food. We're dealing with the source of the food, the farmer.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, our honorable judges, Mr. Angga Yandino, SPD GR, Mr. Adikus Rahman, MPD, Mrs. Laura Navika Yamani, SSI, MSI, PhD, Mr. Daniel Arsenal, and Mr. Miftahul Hulum, SPD. Today, simply, we're gonna have a presentation about an IoT machine that will help farmers to get more easier on farming. But before we go to the next further, let we introduce ourselves first. Firstly, my name is Argana Khairu Indranala with my partner here.
My name is Sultan Faras Asidik.
And my name is Wirajati Jagasuma, and we're from 11-1 Science International.
All right. Firstly, okay, can we go next? Thank you. Firstly, ladies and gentlemen, before we start, we need to know first that Java Island, the most populous region in Indonesia, are one of the most agrarian place in the world. Because of this, many of the majority of its inhabitants being one or their job are a farmer, a tenant farmer, or also they were a land owner. Indonesia, an agrarian country, so Indonesian economic, Indonesia culture identity, has long been the same with the farming. Has long with the same with the farming. So one of the what we in Java Island are producing rice, where rice become one of the #1 commodity from Java Island. But however, ladies and gentlemen, because of this, we can know sure that the technology that we use, the Javanese people use, are still a traditional one, and it's become one the same with the cultural heritage, where it's passed down from generation to generation, and with the traditional farming tools like this, it shows that the tools that are being used is the same with the farming technology shaped from the local knowledge. However, ladies and gentlemen, because of the economic structure is still evolving and the demand of the modern agricultural is increasing, there's a growing demand or a growing need on technological advancement to make the productivity of rice and the other agricultural commodity being more productive, more efficient, and more higher quality. And this kind of thing needs an introduction of agricultural machinery and developing the technology that we use in the farming. Ladies and gentlemen, in this field, there's one innovation that we can use, and the name is IoT. What is IoT? IoT is the Internet of Things. And Internet of Things is an innovation that enables us to communicate wirelessly and can be a good point of farming that we can manage our farm. Not we have to just look in front of our eyes, and we can done a lot of management thing about the farming, such as the water, the nutrition, and the other things can be controlled by this IoT. So we make an IoT machine will help the people or the farmer to grow their farming quality production and to grow their jobs also. Can we next? Okay. Based on the slide, we can see that there's two main function with this IoT machine. The first one is for us to make an innovation and to make an experience about how our country, an agricultural country, can be more productive with the technology that we almost haven't used until this and until right now. And the second objective is analyzing and finding solution to major problems on agricultural things, not only in Indonesia, but also all over the world. Can we next? Okay. So about this IoT machine successfully is success or not, there's two things. The first one is we have to develop this machine. Is it effectively enough? And if we want to do that, so we have to develop this machine not only this time, but also after we have this presentation. And as the assumption and hypothesis you can read in the slide, but we, the three of us, will show you all about what the IoT machine are really done and how we make it. So after this will be explained by my partner. Thanks.
And now is the research methodology part. In our team, we applied a development approach. That means our goals is to make something new, like tools and new system, or we are developing the existing one. We are focusing on IoT. The next one is data collection instrument. We use two main data instruments. The first one is observation. The observation is used to analyze how effective the smart garden IoT to our plant. The second one is questionnaire. The questionnaire is distributed to the farmer, a selected respondents. The aims of the questionnaire is to collect quantitative data to make we more understand about the perspective about the system, about our system. Yeah, now I will explain about our tool chain. This product is named Smart Garden with IoT system, which is equipped with three sensors. This one is soil moisture sensors. This one is temperature sensors, and the last one is air humidity sensors. All the sensors are connected to one board. This board, the name is Arduino Uno. From this board, the function of this board is to connect, to take all the data from the sensors and give the data to the application. The application at the slide, at the right part of the slide. Yeah, the product has two modes, manual and automatic. In automatic mode, if the soil moisture sensors read the moisture of the soils under the 40%, the pump automatic release the water into the plant until the moisture of the soils in 60%. Next will present by my friend.
Okay, so here I'm showing you the results of our experiment, 2-week experiment on our plant. So basically, we compared two plants. One plant not using Smart Garden and one plant using Smart Garden. So I'll be telling you first the one without using Smart Garden. So its height increase, it's from 16 centimeters in week 1, 20 centimeters in week 2. And then for the amount of leaves and the color of the leaves is 2 and green. It shows that it is a normal growth for a plant. And then now we are moving on to the one using Smart Garden. So we can see the initial growth for the one using Smart Garden is 15.7 centimeters. But in week 2, it showed a little improvement with being 21 centimeters. And then for the amount of leaves stayed and the color of the leaves stayed green. So with this conclusion, with this result, we can conclude that our Smart Garden is as effective as it is using our carrot normally. Yeah, we might say it is slightly better because it saves time, reduce manual work, and maintain growing conditions. Next. All right. Now for the questionnaire, like my friend talked about. So we did a questionnaire for selected farmers, seeing how effective, how useful it is, and how user-friendly the IoT is. I'm not going to explain it one by one, but I'm just going to explain one very crucial feature about the IoT machine. Here we have an automatic watering system. As you can see, it is, oh wait, I forgot to tell you how this chart works. So we did a scale, being 1 through 5, meaning 1 is strongly disagree, but 5 meaning strongly agreeing. And I will explain this. The automatic watering system. Most farmers think that this feature of the IoT is very useful for them because it saves so much time and is very effective for them. And this answers our number 2 of the problem. How enthusiastic is about the farmers about this IoT machine? And with this data, it shows that farmers is like our IoT machine. So with that, I think our IoT machine is probably a stepping stone for Indonesia to be more technological, like Japan, Austria, America, and so on. Next. That is all from us. Thank you so much. And question.
All right, thank you. Wonderful presentation. Please give applause to our presenters. We're probably just too captivated that we just stop for a while and now. Now let's just start our feedbacks from the judges. Mr. Daniel, please welcome.
Thank you for your presentation. Actually, yeah, I was very captivated by the content of and your enthusiasm. I got lots of notes, but I'm going to cut it short. I'm glad to see that you did speak to farmers. You did get the opinion from farmers prior to your experiment. I was wondering, though, what crops are we talking about? The farmers you spoke to, what kind of crops? Is it only rice, or is it a variety of crops?
It is a variety of crops. So there was like tomatoes, and then there was rice, and yeah, there was a lot. But that doesn't really affect how our IoT machine is, because our IoT machine is just basically the like temperature and air humidity is just so that farmers know, oh, this is the right place for the crops need to grow. So it doesn't really matter on what crops you're growing.
Based on their knowledge of what the crop requires, then they can adjust. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned you had your. I'm glad to see also that you did have a control subject in your research. You had something that did not use your system and something that did use your system, and you saw the difference. But now I was wondering, the pictures looked very different. Were from the your control experiment and the one with your invention. They were not done at the same place, were they?
All right. So Yeah, they were not done on the same place because the first try, when we first tried it, it failed. The automatic water system, we accidentally broke it. So that's why we needed to buy a new one, and we waited weeks so that it can arrive again.
Wouldn't that affect the results though? Because they didn't happen at the same time or at the same place. It might have been other conditions that would have affected the growth.
Pardon?
Since the two experiments, the one using your equipment and the one not using your equipment, were done at different place on different location at different times, couldn't the increase in growth from your experiment from the ones using your equipment have been affected by other factors such as the temperature or such as the location?
Okay. So for the plants that we experimented, we are experimenting in our friend house in the Sultan house, and the second try of our experiment is different and not on the data. So what we say it's the data is on the second experiment, because what have we said that the first IoT machine is broke down, we accidentally broke it, but the second one where after we buy the new component and we we redo the project, it's being held successfully, and we pass it to the data, and for another information we make the experiment in Sultan house.
I want to add just one thing. Yes, if it is in a different time, it was still in the same season. So it was still raining season at the time. So for me, I think it didn't really affect because it was raining season, and like the temperature of the environment wasn't really going up. And yeah.
This is all fine, but this is science. So when you say I think, that's not very scientific, is it? For this experiment to be valid, you would need to have both in the same condition, in the same area, perhaps side by side, so that you could really see if your equipment did affect the difference. So that would make your experiment more valid. So try to keep that in mind. Next time you do something like that, you've got to have the exact same conditions. Otherwise, who's to say if your equipment did have an effect on it, or if it's just the weather condition or whatever from the new location and the new time, okay? All right, thank you very much.
Okay. Congratulations for your team. I think your presentation is good. Your topic also is updated following the recent technology now about the Internet of Things, and your performance related with your presentation. So good. Anyway, I have some comments related with your innovation, because you also invite some respondent, right? Come from the farmer. Is there any information related with the characteristic of the farmer? Yeah, the personal characteristic, for example, the age and etc. The education level, for example. Because I think this is the important.
Yes, so what you saw on the screen was just taken from the questionnaire. In the questionnaire, it was all covered. So before we asked, we did like, name is, as how you've been working, and what type of plants they grow.
Yeah, yeah. Why I asked about the personal characteristic of the farmer that you include in your research regarding with the Mr. Daniel question previously. He suggests about maybe you can expand the some areas that can be try to see the benefit of your innovation. But for my suggestion, maybe you also can do like the grouping of the farmer based on the personal characteristic, because maybe you also agree with me, not all the farmer they can use easily for the IoT. So maybe we can start, we can initiate in this some of farmer that they also have the interest to improve the anything of the farmer activities. And also I have the suggestion in your slide, because you mentioned about the hypothesis H0 and also H1. So maybe it had better to write down the same sense, the same things, because you mentioned in the not using talk about the grow and care for crops. But another thing in the each one, you mentioned about the development and the maintenance. So maybe that is the different sense. So maybe you can create the some things in the H0 and H1. Okay, thank you so much.
Now we would like to have parents to have a questions for the presenters. Any questions, feedbacks?
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's great presentation, I think, yeah. The great topics that you selected related to the IoT, because as we know that currently our government is focusing on agriculture, yeah. So currently they are looking the youth farmer who can operate IoT. Maybe this product can be used for our government, right? Okay, now from your presentation, I want to know actually what is the most challenges here when you prepare this product? What is the most challenges? What is the most difficulties? In which part? Is it related to the IoT things, or is it related to when you collect the data, when you come to the farmer? I want to know what is the most difficulties when you prepare this product. And then the second things, you mentioned that your product in one time break up, yeah. I mean, you have to prepare another product, redo again, right? So I think you have to prepare the plan B, how to avoid this kind of problem happen again. Because at the end, when you want to implement, use it in real life, so you have to, the equipment must have good reliability. You get my point, right? So I think this is two things that you have to clarify. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, thank you for the question. For me, the hardest when we connect the product to the application, it's the hardest part, I think, because when we buy the first board, it cannot use. It's not. It's doesn't function, yeah, like that. So we take a new board for our product, and alhamdulillah, it's work.
Yeah, so basically, I think the hardest part for our research project is that our prototype was very fragile. Like it would break very easily. So I think what we can do that we can, yeah, anticipated that problem is having two sets. So if the first one break, and we can use the other one. So I think that will be our conclusion.
For me, the other part, same with Wira, that this our product is very very fragile, and if we want to make an experiment with it, so we have to make sure the condition, whether it's about the condition that make our product is safe, and our object that we experimented is safe also, and we need to make sure that there's no difference and there's nothing that should harm our product, something like that. Thank you.
Good morning, my students. How do you feel after the presentation? Very great, alhamdulillah. Firstly, I really appreciate your presentation. You have prepared the presentation well. Second, please take note of the suggestion from the judges and parents, and improve your research. Thank you. Good luck.
Okay, congratulations and great job, Team 107. I think your presentation was well structured and easy to follow. Your research on the implementation of a smart garden based on IoT to assist farmer is impressive. The judges provide useful feedback, and it's important to address their suggestion moving forward. Keep up the excellent work and stay motivated as you continue your project. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wonderful presentation, and thanks very much for all feedbacks, questions, and advices from parents and judges. Now we would like to invite all the parents to come forward and having a photo session with the presenters. Thank you.
So this is your sensor here? Yes. And on a big scale, can that be done like on an actual farm? Yeah. Yeah. Japan has already but for machines, for us, is this one prototype is expensive.
Right, okay. So for farmers, it's not viable right now. Unless the government subsidizes. This is still